Teaching the Journalists, Where the Website Can Take Us and How to Use It. Presented by Stephen Ornelas, NOCNG Rotary Secretary and Media Correspondent. I'm going to rip through this real quick, guys. This is going to be a teaching lesson. I want to let you know it's a lot of information here, so I'm going to spit it out really quick. Welcome to WordPress. It's used by over 2%. It's used by over 2% of the 10,000 biggest websites. WordPress is the most popular blog software in use today. WordPress has a templating system which includes widgets that can be rearranged without editing PHP or HTML code, as well as themes that can be installed and switched in between. In 2009, WordPress won the Best Open Source CMS Award. And that's where we're moving the website. If you go right now onto our website, you'll see that there's a new look. We've moved away from the MobileMe, the Apple servers, and we're on to WordPress. What I want to do with WordPress is to have multiple users who are authors. We need to first get you an account with WordPress.com. You don't need a blog. Just go on to WordPress.com. You'll see Express Yourself, Start a Blog, and that orange button that says Sign Up Now. You want to click onto that and then fill it out. You're going to get some information filled out, and then send me an email with your account info so that once you've done this step, I can give you access to our site. It's going to allow you to be an author and access our webpage as a member. Navigating the site is really easy once you get a hang of these tabs. Right below the New Generations header, right there in brown, there's an orange circle around blog. That's going to be the main blog that gives all the posts that we post on the site. A little about us is basically our home page, which will give information about our club. Duties of the officers gives a brief rundown of what the duties are for each officer. Community events and information are all categories, and they'll take you to places in the blog with that certain theme in mind. Events you'll see has subcategories of charity, fundraiser, and mixer, and then there's information and Rotary International. If you're posting on the website for organization's sake, please select one of these following categories for the post to fall under, so that our site can be neat and tidy. Also, select about 3 or more tags or keywords when you make a post so that we know what the post is about and so that we can easily navigate to that post. With categories and tags, you can navigate to the blogs and events by keywords and separate material with folders or groups. Now, the large words are the ones that have more tags on them. They're entries with more tags for this word, such as charity has a lot more tags than community does. Maybe that'll change coming up shortly. Posts. This is the order of writing a post. Now, to write a post, you're going to log into your WordPress dashboard. That's something that I told you to create just right now. You're going to log into that. Click on the Posts tab, then the Add New sub-tab. Start filling out the blanks. If you hover around an icon, it'll tell you what the icon does. As needed, select a category, add tags, make other selections from the sections below the post. Each of these sections is explained in the codex. You can look it up under the help sections of WordPress.com. When you're ready, click Publish. Now, always make sure that you're using the blog on the left. See that blog called NOCNG? It's got the rotary wheel on it. Use that blog and not the one that has the W, the WordPress W icon. You do not want to use that blog. We're just using that for space. Please steer away from uploading anything besides text onto the site itself. Use a URL to upload your pictures and your videos, guys. There are third-party websites or web services that you can use, like our Picasso account or YouTube. We don't get a whole heck of a lot of space for uploading unless we want to purchase extra over the server space. So make sure that you're using a URL. That's a third-party service to create your pictures or host your pictures or website or videos. You can make and reply to comments. This system allows us to make, rate, and reply to comments on the blog. Use this. You see right here, David Benet commented on the JoJo's post, the shelter boxes. He updated and let everybody know that we raised $236.60 for the event for Haiti. By making comments, we can update old events with how the event turned out add new information, and communicate ideas with each other and anyone else using our site. You can also rate Dave's comment right there. If you liked what he said, give him some stars. If you didn't like what he said, maybe less stars. But there's a 5-star system right there so that you can rate the comments. Once you're logged in on the dashboard, again, it's key for editing and creating posts. You're going to want to make sure that you're under the NOCNG drop down on the dashboard. You don't want to use the other one, NOCNG Rotary. You do not want to use. And in case you're using WordPress for other things, you don't want to your other blogs will show up there. Make sure that you're on the NOCNG when you're posting for our Rotary Club. Email at nocng.org. This is a pitch that I made before via email, but a lot of those got thrown out. I sent an email via Google, and people didn't know what I was talking about, or I don't know. But this is basically a pitch that I was making. We have the nocng.rotary@gmail Google account, and I have secured up to 50 new accounts for for anybody's name or anything we want to put at nocng.org, which is our website address. So it'll be advertising for our website at the same time as having up to 50 email accounts, and you can port those over to your email account, so you don't have to go back and check on that Gmail account. You can just do it from the email account that you use. And if you need help, I'll show you how to do that. That could be a different lesson or a different seminar. But I do urge us to do this. I think it will look professional. And this is just the second pitch that I wanted to let everybody know because it seemed like it just fell by the wayside. Twitter. You'll notice at the bottom of the nocng.org webpage, there's an @ symbol next to NOCNG. That's our Twitter account. You can follow it if you use Twitter. You'll notice down there at the very bottom corner in the right-hand corner, our tweets show up on the website. Our password, if you do use Twitter, is community1. So now you can post as us too. But make sure when you post that you're being professional and you're talking about Rotary information. I don't want to have to change the password because people are starting to post things that are not reflecting our views as a club. That's Twitter. Use Twitter. Make it happen. The newsletter. One of the new ideas that we've been flushing out is utilizing a monthly or quarterly newsletter to add updates, brag about what we've done, and inform people to our club and what's going on, and basically to give a proud estimate of what we've been doing over the quarter, or monthly we could do as well. This offers a way to talk about our club from a different voice than what we've been using or what we're going to be using for the blog. It'll give us a wide-angle lens that we can look at views from a proud and nostalgic angle. We can have it as a download and provide hard copies for new members or those who are interested in hearing about our club. The writer could change over the course of the time, or it could be the same person or multiple people. And we could use very prideful boasting without being too much of a braggart about our club. It's kind of a yay, look what we did thing. But I think it would be very effective in promoting a positive outlook as to where our club is going. And we can have members write this. I would like to have many other people involved. But until then, I'll start doing it on a quarterly basis, and we'll see how many people download and whether or not people are using it. Do not delete anything that you did not create. This is a solid first rule. I know allowing a lot of new people onto the website, new members to get in there and use the website. You have the passwords. You'll be able to access certain parts of the website. I just urge you that if you have access to other people's information or other people's posts, please do not delete that stuff. You won't get their information out. I'm sorry, but if you have their posts don't try and change the look of the website. Just use the website to post, to make things out there for the club. If you have any information, as far as misinformation that is going out, or if you don't think that something is professional or that something is within the boundaries of our views, please give me an email and I will be the moderator of the website. So don't be deleting things that aren't yours. I don't want anybody's toes to get stepped on. We don't have this stuff backed up. So once we delete it off of WordPress.com, it is gone. Just letting you guys know that ahead of time. Okay, and this is the end of my presentation. It's my intention for the remaining amount of time I have in the position of secretary and media correspondent to implement a system that can be used to delegate responsibilities, coordinate group efforts, inform, publicize, and demonstrate the positive nature of our efforts in and out of the community by utilizing web tools and social media to network this club with the outside world. Thank you.